Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really fundamental. It's like a blueprint for curiosity itself, a method that helps us turn those I wonder why moments into real, solid answers. I mean, have you ever felt this way? That science can sometimes feel like this list of facts trapped inside a textbook, completely disconnected from your life? This quote, it really just nails that feeling, doesn't it? And that really is the million-dollar question. How do we close that gap between what we learn in the classroom and the world we actually live in? How do we make it, exciting? Well, it turns out there's a process for that. A really structured, reliable method that anyone, and I mean anyone, from a top scientist to you, right now in your own home, can use to explore the world and find some real answers. And this is it, the scientific method. Seriously, it's not just for people in white lab coats. At its heart, it's just a powerful, organized way of being curious. So, how does this blueprint actually work? Well, it breaks down into 7 pretty clear steps. Let's walk through them together, shall we? It always starts with just noticing something. Simple observation. You see an apple fall from a tree, you notice ice melts in the sun. That little spark of curiosity leads you to ask a specific question, which then leads you to make an educated guess, your first stab at an answer. Now, this educated guess has a name, a hypothesis, and it's so much more than just a random thought. It's a clear, testable statement. You'll often see it in an if-then format, like, if I drop a ball from a greater height, then it will take longer to hit the ground. See? That's something we can actually go out and test. Okay, so once you've got that hypothesis, that's when the fun really begins. You design an experiment, making sure to only change one thing at a time. Then you start collecting your data, looking for patterns, and you get to that moment of truth. Did the evidence actually back up your guess? And the last step is so important. You share what you found. Science isn't meant to be a secret. All right, so that's all the theory, but honestly, the best way to really get the scientific method is to just do it. So let's try a super simple experiment you can do like right now. You ready to put this whole blueprint to the test? Let's stop talking about science and actually do some science. Okay, so here's our official question. Does the height you drop a ball from change how long it takes to fall? It's specific, it's clear, and it's totally testable. Our hypothesis could be exactly what we said before. If the drop height goes up, then the fall time will go up too. And look, you don't need a fancy lab for this. Check out this list. A ball, a ruler, your phone stopwatch, and a notebook. That's it. You literally have everything you need to be a scientist right this second. So the procedure has to be clear so someone else could do it too. And see that step about repeating each drop? That is so crucial. Why? Because taking an average makes our data way more reliable. It helps smooth out any random mistakes, like if you started the timer a little late once. And this is where your observations become real data. A simple table just like this one keeps everything neat and organized. As you start filling this in, you're not just dropping a ball anymore. You're gathering evidence. You're looking for the pattern that's going to lead you to your conclusion. So, let's say you've run the experiment, you've crunched the numbers. What did you really just do? Well, you've officially moved beyond just guessing how you think the world works. This right here is the big transformation. You went from a simple opinion, which is unstructured and prone to error, to a conclusion that is backed by testable, reliable, organized evidence. That's the real magic of the scientific method. It's a system designed to get us closer to the truth by cutting down on mistakes. And this is why it matters so much. This whole process is more than just something you learn for a test. It's a life skill. It's a way to investigate your world that makes sure your conclusions can actually be trusted and that other people can build on what you've found. It's the very thing that makes science real. And that brings us to the end. The scientific method is really just a tool for your curiosity. So take a look around you. What do you see? What makes you wonder? Now you have the blueprint to go find the answer for yourself. So, what are you going to question first?